Brenton Thwaites is an Australian actor. Beginning his career in his home country in 2011, he had a starring role on the series Slide and later appeared on the soap opera Home and Away. Since moving to the United States, Thwaites has had major roles in the films Blue Lagoon, The Awakening, Oculus, The Giver, Gods of Egypt, and Pirates of the Caribbean, Dag Men Tell No Tales. In 2018, he began starring as Dick Grayson/Nightwing in the DC Universe series Titans.
Thwaites was born on the 10th of August, 1989 in Cairns, Queensland, to Fiona and Peter Thwaites. He has a sister, Stacey. He underwent secondary education at Cairns State High School, graduating in 2006.
During his youth, Thwaites was drawn to the idea of becoming a policeman or a firefighter, having been interested in movies involving the latter. However, his interests diverted to the processes of filmmaking and letting personality shine through so many different characters. At the age of 16, Thwaites gave his first performance in front of a live audience in a rendition of the Shakespeare tragedy Romeo and Juliet.
Thwaites studied acting at the Queensland University of Technology for 3 years, before graduating in 2010. He then relocated to Sydney to join the long-running soap opera Home and Away before moving to the United States in 2011-12 to pursue his career in acting.
Prior to graduating from the Queensland University of Technology, Thwaites made his film debut in Charge Over You, a 2010 independent film. After he graduated, Thwaites went on to appear in an episode of Sea Patrol and in the short film, Headsmen.
In November 2010, Thwaites, along with Adele Perovic, Ben Schumann, Emily Robbins, and Gracie Gilbert, was cast in a new Fox 8 Australian teen drama series, Slide. The show follows 5 Brisbane teenagers making their way to adulthood. Thwaites believes his character, Luke Gallagher, stands back a bit. He watches. He's struggling with family issues. He's drawn in as it was a chance to find better friends and an opportunity to be part of a group. He's a cool, accepted kid. Some friends he can love and help him mature. Thwaites made his first appearance on Slide in the series premiere episode on the 16th of August, 2011. The series ran 1 season.
Shortly after Thwaites moved to Sydney from Cairns in April 2011, he was given a 5-month recurring role of Stu Henderson in the 24th season of Home and Away. Thwaites called the show a great learning experience and said his co-stars were easy to work with. Thwaites made his first appearance as Stu, a member of the River Boys, on August 23, 2011. Tristan Swanwick of the Courier Mail said Thwaites was a bit too pretty to be a badass river boy, but that some fake tattoos would balance that impression. Of his character, Thwaites said, "Stu's awesome, he has some fights, he gets the girls, it's awesome fun."
Following Thwaites' relocation to the United States, he signed on to play the male lead in the 2012 television film Blue Lagoon, The Awakening opposite Australian actress Indiana Evans. The film received generally mixed reviews, with Zap2it praising both Thwaites and Evans' believable acting and the New York Times saying their performances were superior to those of the leads in the first film of the series.
In 2013, Thwaites starred in the psychological/supernatural horror film Oculus, as the male lead Tim Russell. Production on the film began in October 2012 in Alabama, and was completed a few weeks later. The film was first released on September 5, 2013, at the 2013 Toronto International Film Festival, and received a worldwide theatrical release on April 11, 2014. His performance as Russell was well received by IndieWire, which claimed that Thwaites maintained a credibly frightened demeanor throughout the film.
In 2014, Thwaites briefly returned to Australia for the filming of crime thriller Son of a Gun. Primarily shot in Perth, Kalgoorlie and Melbourne, Thwaites had to audition for the part of Junior up to 10 times before landing the role. Regarding his character, Thwaites said, "I jumped at the opportunity to audition when this came up and I found the character was a very vulnerable kid amongst strange men that are in some way an inspiration. I just thought that was interesting as a young man myself. Thwaites received critical acclaim for his portrayal of Junior, with Variety contending that he makes a suitably keen-eyed, clean-scrubbed lead, retaining a kind of porous naivete even as the character gets his blood up, and the Sydney Morning Herald praising his role as the embattled hero of the plot. The film premiered in Australia on the 16th of October 2014.
In 2014, Thwaites appeared in Maleficent as Prince Philip alongside Angelina Jolie and Elle Fanning. A Maleficent sequel was released in 2019, but Harris Dickinson was recast in Thwaites' role as Thwaites was unable to return due scheduling conflicts. Additionally, he starred in The Signal as the male lead, Nick Eastman, opposite Lawrence Fishburne and Olivia Cooke. The film opened at the Sundance Film Festival in January, 7 months after shooting on location in the desert of New Mexico. Thwaites received praise in a review by The Plain Dealer that noted his performance in The Signal was as a compelling presence in the driver's seat as things get freakier and freakier around him.
Later in the year, he also had the lead role in The Giver, playing Jonas, alongside Jeff Bridges and Meryl Streep. Primarily filmed in South Africa, the film was met with generally mixed to negative reviews, with The Telegraph criticizing Thwaites' portrayal for "he to give us the laird, conflicted hero this film." However, his portrayal was well received by the Huffington Post, who commended Thwaites' acting, and by The Plain Dealer, which noted that the fast-rising Thwaites does a nice job with the lead role. He was awarded the Australians in Film Breakthrough Award for his role in The Giver.
Thwaites starred in Gods of Egypt, alongside Gerard Butler and Geoffrey Rush. He played Beck, a human thief. Principal photography on the film began on March 20, 2014 at the Fox Studios in Sydney, Australia, and the film was released worldwide on February 26, 2016.
Thwaites starred in the fantasy-adventure sequel Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, which was released on the 26th of May, 2017. Thwaites portrays Henry Turner, opposite Johnny Depp, Geoffrey Rush and Javier Bardem. Shooting of the film commenced in February 2015, on the Gold Coast of Queensland, Australia.
Following Pirates, Thwaites had a leading role in the 2017 Christian film, An Interview with God, portraying a young journalist, Paul Asher. In this role, he starred opposite Academy Award nominee David Strathairn. Thwaites was then cast as Dick Grayson/Robin in the DC Universe series Titans, which began airing in 2018.
Thwaites has been in a relationship with Chloe Pacey since 2015, after the two had been roommates while Thwaites was filming Pirates in Australia. The couple have 3 daughters.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.